Hello students, today we discuss the poem The Divine Image by William Blake. William Blake is a romantic poem and this poem is lyric. Lyric is one of the form of poetry. Before starting the poem, I would like to give introduction of the poem. This poem is, see students, this poem is primarily centered on Blake's concept of God. Okay, means it is centered, means which has been woven around the concept of God, what he thinks about God. According to Blake, God is the essence of divine virtues. Okay, and which are those virtues? Mercy, pity, peace, and love. A human being who possesses these divine virtues is no less than God. Here Blake wants to say that human beings who possess these virtues is no less than God. Means William Blake equates the human beings with that of the God who has all these mercies like mercy, pity, peace and love. Through this poem, Blake has tried to remind the human beings that they are capable of rich. In fact, what is the objective of writing this poetry? William Blake want human beings. Through this poem, William has tried to remind the human beings that they are capable of reaching the zenith. Zenith means highest point of peak of divinity, means godliness. They could get all these qualities. By possessing these qualities, we can be like him. Okay, in fact, the fact is that we can't be like God, but we will be a perfect human being. Also, Blake has tried to assert means emphasize, that God dwells means lives within the hearts of human beings. And it is also said in our Shastra also, it has been written that we are part of God. This means that when human beings begin to exercise their divine virtues, what does it mean? It means that when you are having these qualities like mercy, pity, peace and love, then the human beings tend to become equivalent to God, as I told you. See, now the poem start. See students, first stanza is, to mercy, pity, peace and love all pray in their distress, and to these virtues of delight return their thankfulness. Before explaining, I would like you to understand these words, uses of the words, not word meaning. So please give up the habit of saying word meaning. These are in fact, always say that uses of the words. When do we use the word distress? Whenever we are in discomfort, whenever we feel uncomfortable, then this is called distress or misery. Virtues means those qualities that we desire, that we appreciate. Okay. For example, we have written in the very first unit of our English reader, that is desirable and undesirable qualities. Mercy means forgiveness or compassion. Compassion word you understand, because I have in our previous chapter we have just discussed about the word compassion and uses of the word compassion. When we have sympathy for other people and when we want to help them, that is called compassion. Pity, a feeling of sympathy at the misfortune or suffering of someone or something, that one is called pity. So students, please learn the uses of these words. The poet begins the verse. Verse means poem. Okay, verse means what? Poem. The poet begins the verse by stating means saying the four divine virtues, that is mercy, pity, peace and love. These virtues are representative of God. The poet states that human beings pray to these virtues in times of distress or discomfort. poets wants to say that whenever we are in uncomfortable situation, whenever we are in problem, whenever we are in odd situation, we always pray God to have these qualities. Human beings also pray to these virtues in order to express their thankfulness. Not only when they are in problem, they also want to have these virtues to pray or to express the thankfulness for the blessings that are bestowed upon by the God. Bestowed means given. Look, whenever you feel good, what do you think? You are thankful, okay, and you help others also. Next, and students, remember what is the rhyming scheme of the poem? The rhyming scheme of this quatrain. Quatrain means what? Stanza of 4 lines. Okay, a stanza of 4 lines is called quatrains.